Hello everyone. Today we are talking about slope-intercept form, slope-point form, and general standard form. Now with slope-intercept form, it is known as y equals to mx plus b. This is the most common equation for a straight line that we commonly use. But in this chapter, we learn about two others. Slope-point form, also known as the equation for y minus y sub 1 equal to m bracket x minus x sub 1 close bracket. Lastly, we have general or standard form, depending what your teacher calls this. This is given by ax plus by plus c, all that equal to 0. We will begin with the most common one that we use, which is slope-intercept form. So let's break down this formula and see what does each part represent. So for this one here, we have y equal to mx plus b. M is always known as the slope. Now we have a bunch of videos here talking about slope, so feel free to check those out in the name cards above. B is known as the y-intercept. And again, when we talk about how to graph a linear equation, again, check out that video as well to make sure you know the steps on where to start and how to move to your next point. So this example that we have here is, if we're given that slope is 5 and y-intercept is -3, we need to write down the equation that we would get from this information. Since the equation is given by mx plus b, that means here that m is equal to 5, since slope is 5, y-intercept is -3, which means b is -3. So we just plug that into our equation, and we get y is equal to 5 times x minus 3. We now talk about slope-point form, which is the next version of equations of linear lines. So first of all, it is given by y minus y sub 1 equaling to m bracket x minus x sub 1 close bracket. Again, m is again given by the slope. The x sub 1, y sub 1 is actually the given point. For the example here, we're given that slope is -1/2 and the given point is -3, -8. So slope is -1/2 means that m is equal to -1/2. -3, -8 is our given point, so that's x sub 1 and y sub 1. So let's plug it into our formula and see what we would get. If I plug things in, y minus y sub 1, that means -8, equals to m, which is -1/2, bracket x minus x sub 1, which would be -3. So you see how there are double negatives occurring? Make sure you guys simplify those. So again, double negative would be the same as plus. So we end up with y plus 8 equaling to -1/2 bracket x plus 3 close bracket. Lastly, we talk about standard or general form. Now, it's given by ax plus by plus c equaling to 0. There are some conditions here that we must satisfy in order for this to then be called general or standard form. First of all, a must be a positive whole number. Again, whole numbers mean no fractions, no decimals. For b and c, they must be integers. And again, integers are just positive or negative whole numbers. Again, no decimals, no fractions. In this example, it says that we want to write y equals to -1/3 x plus 2 into general form. We see that in this example that there is a fraction of the -1/3. So we need to get rid of any fractions since all of our a, b, and c's have to be whole numbers or integers. So to get rid of fractions, you basically multiply the whole equation by the common denominator. In this example here, only 3 is a denominator. So we're going to multiply the whole thing here by 3. Remember, every single term gets multiplied by 3 to make sure that it is fair. So we end up getting 3y equaling to -x plus 6. A was the most restrictive factor because a had to be positive whole number. In that scenario, everyone follows the leader. So for here, remember a is always connected with x. B always connected with y, and C is just your remaining constant. So for this one here, we see here that A is actually -1 right now. So everything would have to go to the other side. So right now, A is on the right side, but it's negative. So therefore, to make it positive, I need to move everything over to the left side. When I move everything over, then again, their signs will switch. So we end up getting positive x plus 3y, because 3y didn't move and it was always positive. When the 6 comes over, we get -6 equaling to 0. Now we have all the conditions satisfied. A here is 1, B and C are integers, so therefore, and it's all equal to 0, so therefore this is now in general or standard form. I hope this video helped clarify the differences between all three types of linear equations. Do make sure to practice how to convert them from one to another. That basically requires a lot of algebra practice. Make sure to like the video and support us by subscribing to the channel to keep increasing your math knowledge. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.